I don't trust them clankers. That's not true.
So we are superior to these Krill.
No
Maybe.
one's gonna believe them. No.
If I were a Krill, I'd turn this kid in immediately.
He doesn't see him. Gordon's right there in orange. Hell no.
Ed, look.
To the victor go the spoils.
Wait, what do you mean, hell no? They got a captured ship?
I mean, no. I mean, okay, yes, they've got a captured ship. This is like the shuttle for the ship that they just got destroyed. But would you trust this? No. Like, it's scratchless, like perfect. Like it's too good to be true. This could be a trap. This could be one. It could just simply have a bomb. In which case, this one ship you bring it inside your ship and it explodes. You've lost your ship, your crew. But that's actually very low stakes. Like, what if the Krill have some type of computer virus that once it's inside your ship, you plug it in, see if it powers up, and then it now spreads throughout the rest of the networks throughout your other ships. Your entire fleet is destroyed. I see how this is like a juicy prize. Like, oh, I can figure out the Krill technology, the enemy technology. But also, you gotta be careful. Like, this could be risky.
So, gosh, what would I do if I found this? I would be thinking it's a trap. It's a bomb.
Right?
But I'm not gonna. I gotta take it. I gotta take the chance.
Gotta take it. Oh.
But I don't think it's appropriate for the Orville to do anything. Mark it and bring in the specialists.
Okay.
Come take care of it, right? Because they gotta have specialists for intel.
You're saying
Orville
like
can't be
market,
picking up all the intel.
market. Okay. On one hand, I like the idea of in wartime, which there certainly are in war. Like, there's a standing order to gather intel. Because who knows if it's important? Like, gather, and but if they don't have to be on the move, if they can just hang out and defend it, then mark it and get in the spooks, get in the intel guys that know how to handle this. They have like the special ship with the anti-communication internal radar, so this thing can't activate a pinging beacon, like bring in more ships. I think I agree. I think that's the move. Like, you hang out, like, call in the fleet, be like, some specialists come show up and handle this for me.
I think so, because I think bringing it on board the Orville would be a mistake in the sense of if it did blow up in the Orville, you take out the Orville and the intel. Whereas if you bring in the intel ship and the thing blows up, well, you get as much intel as you can before it blows up, send it back to HQ. But also, you only lose an intel ship. You don't lose a powerful ship like the Orville. So kind of
a ship that's like designed to tow it behind outside the ship, like perfect.
Yeah. And it's like it's got no guns, and it's not some big expensive thing. It's more expendable, including the crew.
You do your research on some like random asteroid somewhere far away from the home world. So what if this thing is a virovirus? Like, what's the most dangerous weapon? A weapon that replicates itself through your body. Yeah, I don't need bullets. Like, I just drop a virus in your civilization and let you guys rot. Like, that's the most dangerous thing this could be.
So I think these intel people would have quarantine procedures, would have a whole like couple star systems that are isolated out there that keep
black star
intel
systems.
away.
Like, nobody knows about it.
Yeah,
nobody can stumble upon it by
back.
accident.
Exactly. Yeah. So would I trust this? Absolutely not. But I think I got to move on it as an institution. The Federation in the Orville, they have to move on this. They have to collect all the intel they can, even if some of it blows them up, I think.
Okay, but what if the Orville's not a big ship. It's like a second or third class ship. Maybe that's the order from Fleet. The Fleet's like, well, you're there, go get it.
I mean, that's your duty.
It's your duty, that's your order.
If that's part of your standing orders is to gather intel and it's dangerous, I mean, soldiers die.
That's right.
I mean, okay, that's brutal, but it's true.
It's war. It's species level war. You got to do it.
Yeah. As a general or a leader in the military, you have to send people into battle, and you know some of them are going to die. if this intel is important enough to sacrifice some ships, the standing order stands. But it's true.
That's right. Right. No, that's right. That's right. That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Think about the accolades.
If we went to war, they'd see it as a holy crusade. It could last decades. We need to understand them. We need to obtain a copy of the Krill Bible.
How do we get one?
You're going to find one. You and your helmsman are going to take that shuttle across the border and infiltrate a Krill vessel.
Sorry, what now?
What do you mean accolades?
Like, imagine this. You're at a species level war. So it's like humans versus the Krill. They're totally bloodthirsty. Like they're not going to stop until we're all dead. And so you get this mission handed down to you from the admiral, and he says you're going to go on a stealth mission. You're going to go behind enemy lines, sneak. You're gonna go in there and figure out, like, find out their holy, in this case, it's like a holy Bible. Find out their doctrine, find out their philosophy, like understand them, so that way you can bring that back to humanity, and we can plot out our strategies after. Like, that's such a high risk mission, but the rewards are so high. Like that's gonna be like medals for just days.
Is it though? What if it's in the world of intelligence and espionage? Do they start handing out medals? Isn't that going to give away the game?
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. But I think the most decorated Vietnam, World War II, Korea, one of these, the most decorated group is like a Black Ops group. And like they, even to this day, they're like, I can't talk about it. But I have all these medals, but I can't tell you why. Like, but I have all these medals. Like, I did stuff, but I can't tell you why.
I wonder if that's fake Black Ops.
What do you mean?
The real Black Ops, they have no medals. They would never know.
Like, things that are so Black Op that the government's like, we appreciate. You get a letter that's like, we appreciate what you did for us. You saved billions of lives in the future for all of the United States forever, but we can't give you any records. So when you're done reading this, hand this back to the guy, and he's gonna rip it up. Like, that would be some high level, like, secret stuff. You had big impact, but also no one's ever going to know.
Is Captain Mercer's mission here worthy of glory and medals? Absolutely. But it is espionage. It's the dark arts. So is it wise to hand out medals for, like, I did espionage? Like, it's right here.
Okay. But what if they just hooked you up with, like, free airfare for the rest of your life, and they they said just tell people that you pay for it, but we'll take care of it. Pretty good, right?
I think that's a great idea, except you never know how tech changes. Maybe somebody in the future will be like, I'm going to check out the finances. Oh, who's paying for his flights? Why is he? What he did a mission? That's why he's paying for his flights. What mission did he do? Black Ops. Can't talk about it.
Why is there the suspicious 3-month missing activity in your records?
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay, but would you take the mission? Species level war.
If I'm going to get the glory and I'm trained up, hell yeah.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Medals, glory, recognition, risk. Yeah, I'll take it. But if I'm not going to get any medals, not going to get any recognition, I think I got to be a true believer.
You have to be a true believer in order to accept this level of risk.
Right. I have to believe that our cause is just and righteous.
And that it's truly existential. Like, we have to do this.
Well, okay. Hold on. If it's existential, I think I take it no matter what, almost.
Otherwise, they're going to kill everyone. Yeah,
Kill everyone. So existential, I take it. If it's not existential, I think I only take it if I'm a true believer. If I'm not a true believer and it's not existential, I'm not sure I want to take the mission. Right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you want to be a coward, do your thing.
Okay, I'll be shamed into it.
Oh, yeah, well.
Be nice and shamed into my mission. That's how we should run our military. Just we don't give orders. We hand out shame.
We're not talking about little global politics. We're talking about politics of our entire species.
Well, I mean, okay.
Feel it coming. They hate us.
So, because it's existential. So maybe I should do it.
Do it. Take the
mission. I mean, okay. If there's, say, like a Star Trek scenario where you're making first contact with a pre-warp civilization, and they're like, do this clandestine stuff and go kill people and do some nefarious things. Like, I'm like, no, we don't need to. Right. We're more
they pose no threat
advanced.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
They're pre-warp. They in this scenario that you're talking about now, they're pre-warp. They pose no threat to us. I don't need to stomp them to the ground. They're fine.
Right.
Let them do it. Yeah.
We can act in a higher level of morality because we have so much power. There's no reason to do subterfuge.
But in this case, in the Orville, the Krill can kill human ships like no problem.
So I think because it's at that level, I think you got to go.
Gotta go. I don't trust them clankers.
Move. Everyone, just stay calm.
What do you want?
Which one of you is Bortus?
I am Bortus.
I want you to eat my weapon.
What?
That was that.
What the hell's going on here?
They're miniature holographic generators, courtesy of Isaac.
Okay. So why don't you trust the clanker? He's in on the joke.
He's in on the joke, and here's Kelly and Bortus. They're like freaking out because, as far as they know, the Krill has their captain like hostage. So that means the security officer and the first officer have failed at their duties to protect the captain. The enemy's on board, like ready to pop off the captain. And here's Isaac. Isaac the whole time, he's like, her. I know what's going on. I'm actually inside the joke. Like, F you, dude.
You're saying he should tell his superiors what's going on immediately?
Yeah, like security stuff. Like, yo, chill
And
out.
ruin the
This
joke,
is-
huh?
This is comedy. Like, don't worry. Like, hey. Don't get ready to fight. Isaac.
So you're asking Isaac to ruin the joke. I guess he's a robot.
He's a robot.
Bortus.
This is Bortus. He's ready to fight.
But in previous episodes, wasn't Isaac trying to learn practical jokes? Isn't this him showing progress?
Yeah, in fact,
He
I
knows
think
about
it's the previous episode. That's right.
And so instead of blabbing to the commanding officer, he's like, let me sit on this and let the joke play out. He's learning.
Okay, yeah, he should. Yeah, okay. So in the previous episode, he learned about practical jokes, and he's learning about being practical jokes, and so he should not ruin the joke because he has encyclopedic knowledge about the series of this show, and it's like, oh, I know in the previous episode he's learning about practical jokes, and so therefore he should maintain the joke and not mess it up. Cool. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Exactly.
I think it's too dark.
Permanently shrouded by a cloud cover that obscures 96% of the sunlight from the planet's surface. The Krill homeworld, a world existing in perpetual night.
What do you mean too dark? Too dark to what?
I think it's too dark to support life. So Captain Ed, he says that the planet is covered with 96% of the star's sunlight. I guess that depends. That's a percentage. So if the star is super bright, like that, you could mean there's a lot of light, and 4% could be enough to reach the surface in order for there to be life. But I feel like at 90% blockage, 96% reflection, then I have this feeling that the surface of the Earth would be too cold to support life.
So life as we know it works, almost all the life on Earth works by taking in sunlight and converting that to energy. I guess
Right. Even
using the energy of the
indirectly.
sunlight indirectly, right?
If
So-
I'm an herbivore and I eat plants, I'm still eating the plants that took the energy from the sunlight.
Exactly. And then if I'm a carnivore, I'm eating plant eaters who ultimately get the energy from the sun.
Right.
But not all ecosystems on Earth are sun-based. There are some that are geothermal-based. Where
You're talking about like the heat fence at the ocean, that stuff.
Exactly. And they are completely, their ecosystem is driven by like some geothermal chemical reactions, not based on sunlight at all. It's some different chemistry going on.
Oh, it's like
The whole
sulfur
ecosystem.
based. That's right. It's not even oxygen carbon based. It's like sulfur something based.
Yeah. And I think like if the krill were near volcanic vents and evolution took a different way than on Earth, then the blocked sunlight becomes less important to the krill and the geothermal energy becomes their ecosystem and they evolve and become intelligent that way. Maybe.
Maybe.
But-
doesn't geothermal run out?
I mean, on Earth, we still have plenty of geothermal. It's been 4.5 billion years.
That's a good point.
Don't think it's running out anytime soon. I guess you would need a more geologically active planet, but I guess that's possible. Maybe some gravitational, tidal stuff going on to make sure that the volcanic
So if it-
activity is enough.
If it has a moon that's like constantly stretching and squishing the planet, then the core would not cool down. It would stay hot from all the friction from the squishing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess if you had a bigger planet, then that's just more thermal mass. And
Yep.
if you have a bigger planet, that also means more nuclear decays inside the core, which would also keep it warm. And so with all those combined, that could offset the atmosphere that's reflecting all the light. Yeah,
Right.
Could be.
My question, though, would be the krill seem to breathe oxygen, which is kind of weird because I don't think that those ecosystems use oxygen the same way. In fact, it might be a poison. But maybe they just evolved to use the poison in the same way that we did. And so...
Wait, what?
So on Earth, I think the early life, oxygen was a poison. It's very, very reactive and would be damaging to early biological systems.
Oh, it would reactive, meaning they would like rip cells apart or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Something like that. But then eventually evolution took over and there's all this oxygen sitting around. Let's use it. And so now we use it. So it's no longer a poison.
Eventually
We need
became
it.
critical. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe something similar happened on the krill homeworld. A bunch of these organisms
Oh.
expelling oxygen. And the krill are walking around like, we should just use it. That's not how evolution works.
I mean, proto krill were like, hey, I got a bunch of oxygen around. Nobody's going to use this. Like, all right, I'll use it.
Yep.
And then eventually krill become what they are now.
So now they're oxygen breathing, but they're also sensitive to light
dark.
because they don't really have light. But they eat things that ultimately get their energy from geothermal. So maybe it's okay.
I bet they have great night vision.
Yeah.
Or great low light vision, whatever that is for them.
I mean, yeah, that's the same thing.
Nothing wrong here. That's just his culture.
Tamim Emadi.
I mean, that's right. It's just
that's
his
right.
culture. He's stabbing heads. Not a problem.
I mean, okay, so they're upset. This is Ed, and this is Malloy, Gordon.
Yep.
And so they're repulsed by this human head being stabbed like through the skull.
Yeah.
But what they're not considering is that this is the Krill's culture. Like this is their religious practice. Like that's fine. Like all cultures are equal. That's their culture. Like fine, right?
Well, isn't desecrating the dead a sign of savages? I mean, you're doing some bad stuff.
Yes, but also to call them savages is super condescending. That's just a different culture. Like, what's the problem with that?
Well, if a culture is a low-life, scum, savage culture, maybe you should call it out.
I guess if you're willing to accept the moral superiority of this guy,
I mean,
clearly not winning.
we as human cultures don't mistreat the dead. We don't stab them, dismembered heads with stabby things.
That's not true.
So we are superior to these krill. Sure.
Krill?
I'll just say it. Look how disgusting this is.
Racist. Super racist.
It's not racist if it's better.
They're different people. Just leave it there.
What? No, okay.
The security guard should have got them. Look at this. He's right there. He's right there.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, so Gordon runs out. He's being sneaky deaky. And the security guard, he's looking this way. And then he like sweeps his head around. He sweeps his head around looking different directions. Ready? He doesn't see him. But Gordon's right there in orange. Like how did the security guard not look around and see the guy in the doorway? He's right there.
Okay, well, first off, he doesn't necessarily have the same sensitivity to orange that human eyes do.
What do you mean?
So it might not stand out in that way.
Can you give me an example? What are you talking about?
Well, like bees, they see in UV apparently.
Really?
We can't see UV. So some brilliant flowers that are super colorful in UV, we can't see.
That. That's right. Okay.
So
I got an example too. Okay, so like tigers are orange, but then the antelope, they're like, I look around and I don't see orange. All I see is gray. And so even though we humans, like, there's the tiger's right there, like he's the orange guy, like the antelope don't see it. Okay.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a pass on the orange, but surely they see shapes, right? The krill guy sees shape. Here's this sharp angle hallway, and then here's this guy standing in the hallway.
Right. He's Gordon here is behind the wall, so he's hiding, but he's not hiding from that angle. He's clearly
this guy lives
out.
here. He's sticking out. Like, this guy lives here, right? Like, if you're in some unknown environment, like your first time in a warehouse, like, I don't know what's supposed to be here, what's not supposed to be here. Like, I don't know, right? But if there was some person-shaped object in your house, you're like, that's not supposed to be there. What is that? Right away. Like, right away. Right.
So this guy's on deployment on the ship months at a time, probably, and he doesn't notice the weird shape in the door. That's odd. It's super
But
odd.
maybe this guy is out here for months in deployments, and the higher ups are like, go check out the church room for intruders. And the guy's like, we're in space. What do you mean intruders? How could we? Like, okay, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna check it out. Call in. I didn't say anything. I'm gonna play some Xbox.
Yes, that's right. You have these military patrols on duties where it's like there's not going to be anybody here, and so you just sort of go through the motions. Yeah, I'm looking. Looking.
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, good.
All right.
Stamp. Yeah, good.
Lunchtime.
Gotta do it another 20 minutes. Yeah. And so he's just going through the motions, but there's actually intruders. Doesn't notice it. I see it.
All right. His defenses are down.
Yeah. The Krill are using neutron bombs.
It is a prototype neutron field generator. It can destroy all life on a continent in a matter of minutes. Rana 3 will be the first test.
Is that a neutron bomb? Is that what that means?
Well, I mean, a neutron bomb is a bomb that explodes, makes a bunch of neutrons, kills all biological things, right?
Yeah, I've heard neutron bombs are like creepy. It's horrifying because the neutron goes through concrete, it goes through cars, but then biological stuff, it just destroys them. So you drop a neutron bomb, like all the people die, you let the rotting go away, and then you just walk in, here's your city. Like ready to function. Like everything's still running.
Well, she calls it a neutron field generator. Which that's essentially the same thing. Right?
So
Creating a bunch of neutrons.
use like particle field theory. But every particle could equally be represented by a field in which it interacts with other stuff. So if you're generating neutron fields, I think that's the same thing as generating neutrons.
Yeah. So she like runs it through the PR department before she says what it is. Instead of saying neutron bomb, she says neutron field generator. Sounds technical, sounds scientific. It's not that bad, but
sounds like I'm a good person.
Sounds like I'm a good person. I'm gonna go kill a bunch of people with my neutron field generator.
I'm gonna go kill a bunch of the enemy with my neutron field generator, with my peace device.
Peace device, bringing peace to the enemy. Also, is Rana 3 an actual place, or do they make that up for the show? Can we look that up?
I don't know.
Let's look it up. Rana star system?
3 star. Rana 3 is a planet in the Rana system in Starfield. Nope.
So I don't think so.
The Orville. Rana 3 is also referenced by a colony planet in television series The Orville. I mean, that's quite a coincidence. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it sounds like it's a made-up star.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Okay, we just stumbled upon some Reddit stuff.
Oh.
Rana 3 is a farming colony. They have no defenses. Ideal side, yes. Rana 3 is a union farming colony.
Yeah.
Rana Farm 3 is a union farming colony near the border between Union and Krill space. By the early 25th century, Rana 3 hosts a population of over 100,000 people. However, its size and lack of military. In the winter of 2419, the Yakar targets Rana 3 for using an attack with a prototype weapon, the neutron field generator. Theoretically capable of destroying all life on the continent within a matter of minutes. Undercover. Okay, so they've summarized what here.
Yeah, this is that. This is this episode. I guess Rana
I
3 is
see.
never heard from again.
This person asked a question which was not consistent with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's
to
trying
your
to make some
question, is
fancy.
Rana 3
I think it's not a real star.
Rana 3 is not a real star in our solar system. In Starfield,
It's in Starfield and
other Rana references comes up in Star Trek.
Okay.
The Survivors, die Überleben der auf Rana 4. Okay, thanks, Grimmin.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess
Yeah.
it's like a homage to other Rana references in sci-fi.
Might be, yeah. Okay, so it's not a real star.
All's fair, love and war.
The bomb is very impressive.
It is a prototype neutron field generator. It can destroy all life on a continent in a matter of minutes. Rana 3 will be the first test.
Rana 3 is a farming colony. They have no defenses.
An ideal site. Yes.
But there are over 100,000 people in that colony. We can't just let the Krill murder them.
What are we supposed to do?
What if we turned it around and use our emitters to activate the weapon?
We could trigger an overload, and we'd be able to do it remotely from the shuttle.
Exactly.
We came here to try to find a way to make peace, and now we're talking about killing everybody on board.
If you have another answer, I'm all ears.
So you're saying Gordon's objection to this is not correct. All's fair in love and war. They're going to kill people.
That's right. I mean, she's ready to kill. She's ready to kill all these people that were innocent farmers. She had no qualms. She had no more qualms at all. She's ready to kill these hundreds of thousands of people, of humans on this planet, Rana 3. Like, if the enemy is willing to do this species level war, this atrocity to us, we should be ready and happy to do the same thing to them.
Especially in this case, there's an imminent threat. You have no other alternative but to stop it with death. Do it.
That's right. So my comparison, what I just said now was like, they're going to kill 100,000 of us. We should be okay to kill 100,000 of them. That's not even the scenario that we're considering right now. We're considering they're going to kill 100,000 of us. We're going to kill 50 of them on their ship.
Yeah.
Like, it should be no problems killing all of them on the ship.
That's right. Because you're ultimately saving people's lives by killing 50. You have to take those numbers. You have to take it.
Mm-hmm. We're saving hundreds of thousands of our guys for their 50. Worth it. Mm-hmm. Send it.
And ideally, you would convince them not to do the killing. But that's such a long-term solution that you have to solve in the next 10 minutes.
Yep.
I think you take the killing option.
Especially if you have now seen what their society looks like, and their society looks like full-on religious zealotry. Like, they don't even view us as worthy of living at all. Like, they're like, oh, I'll step on these bugs, like, whatever. Like, if you're gonna step on me, you think I'm a bug, like, I need to take you out. I think that's it.
That's right.
That's it. Like,
and you got to take it the whole way. You don't like their religion, you don't like the people, genocide the hell out of them, rid them from the universe.
I see what you're trying to do, but I think it's right. For example, look at this little pre-terrorist.
Krill or no Krill, I'm not going to kill a bunch of kids.
But what about the colony?
I don't know. But I do know that if we destroy this ship with those children on board, then Tele is right. We have no souls.
There are kids on Rana 3.
Genocide.
Genocide. But that's right.
It is
That's right.
Okay.
Right?
We're not genociding. We're protecting 100,000 colonists by killing people on the ship. In fact, I think the kids are expendable. Like, that's reducing the chances that this operation, this new operation is successful. I think you got to not worry about the kids. Just an extra, 15 people.
That's right. And so let me phrase it like this way. What's worse? Eating a big hamburger or a little hamburger in terms of like your caloric consumption? You don't want to eat too much. The worst one is the big one. The better one is the little one, right? Okay. You don't want to eat too much. You're trying to lose weight. Okay, right?
Yeah.
So what's worse? Killing a full-grown adult life or like a little life? Little life's okay, right?
Okay, but little life is innocent. They haven't been brainwashed yet. They haven't done any acts yet that are worthy of killing. And so in some sort of way, they are less culpable for the actions of the adults. Right?
I see what you're saying. But they don't have humans in their society be like, hey, I raised my hand, please don't kill me. Like, no, they're fully inside the society that's like, kill the humans, kill them all. Kill them all.
I mean, so if you have a death cult that is training its children to kill other people, I think the answer is genocide. Kill them all. Schools are targets. Indoctrination centers. Go get it.
Killing a few people now saves the deaths of innocent people in the billions in the future. I think that's the equation.
In fact, if it was only us in the universe, a pure culture of only us, if we just got rid of everybody else, then it would be paradise. So we just genocide the fuck out of everybody else. Paradise.
I see what you're trying to do, but kind of yes, right? Because if it's a species level hatred, like there's no chance of them being peaceful and be like, you know what, your half, my half, we'd be cool. If they're like, we don't want you here at all, like, I think that forces our hand.
Okay, but is there a scenario where say you start winning the war, so the power differential starts to get heavily in your favor? Do you back off and say, okay, we've got enough power now. We can confine them. We can actually concentrate them in a certain location and keep them there, right? And they can set up camp.
They can set up camp there such that they can't ever build a civilization that's so powerful that it'll overthrow us. Okay. Yeah. But if they're going to harbor hatred forever, and they're going to come back one day and kill all of our future progeny, like, I think that's the answer. Like, for the sake of Captain Ed's future kids, he needs to make sure this kid doesn't grow up to become a big like warrior, or even worse than a warrior, or someone that like rallies other people to go fight for and die for them. This kid could be toxic.
Okay, so what you're saying is maybe you give them an entire planet to live on,
quarantine,
and then
them.
once you're happy that they're all confined onto that planet, gas the planet, kill them all, and then no problem. No existential threat.
Well, yeah.
Now
you don't want to murder them if you don't have to. If I can confine them to that planet and make sure that they never get off the planet, good enough for me.
Oh, I thought you were advocating confine them to a planet and then kill them all, and then there's no problem.
No. I don't got to kill people for no reason.
Well, wait.
It's if they could have if they could pose a threat to me ever in the future, or now and in the future, I got to squash them.
But you just keep them oppressed.
Yep.
In the confined space, make sure they can never rise up.
Yep. My boot will be a blanket to their hearts. God.
Okay. I'm down.
Keep them warm. Yeah, they're down.
They're down. They'll stay down. Let's do it.
Humans forever. Right?
You
got to be on the side of humans.
Got to be on the side of humans. If I were a Krill, I'd turn this kid in immediately.
Then how can they talk or make spaceships?
A computer can talk. That does not mean it has a soul.
Turn him in for what?
Just kids asking questions. He's poisoning the other students.
What's wrong with the questions?
Listen to the questions.
They talk or make spaceships.
A computer can talk. That does not mean it has a soul.
He's trying to humanize the enemy. He's trying to
humans?
indoctrinate other children by asking his questions. Shut it down. Turn him in. Let's get him into a re-education camp and get this taken care of. This is unbelievable.
Look how innocent this cute little baby is. Why?
What if it's my kid who's going to be influenced by this troublemaker? No, get him out of there. I'm going to turn him in to the authorities.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so this kid, he's asking questions. You don't want your kid to be radicalized, and then they could have like a bright future inside the military-industrial complex, but then they got radicalized by this kid, and then they get executed. So to save your kid, you got to sacrifice this kid who's being too inquisitive.
That's right. Don't be asking those questions, little boy.
Boy, Gordon should have been court-martialed for this.
I want to know where the humans come from.
They come from a planet called Earth. But listen, Kojak...
Where is it?
Well, it's really far away.
See that bright star right there? Well, if you look to the left of it with a powerful telescope, you'd see the star at the center of Earth's planetary system.
Okay, what's the problem?
The problem
there's no problem.
is...
What's your prediction?
Okay. First, the problem. The problem is that here's this kid from the enemy species that wants to kill all human life, It would be a dream for them to figure out where humans come from, for them to figure out where Earth is. And so here is Captain Ed Mercer. Ed Mercer is kind of dancing around it. Like, I'm not sure if I should say this. Oh, like I'm kidding. It's far away. And then Gordon comes in here. He's like, oh, I'm going to be the cool uncle. I'm going to be the friend guy. I'm going to make a friend here with this kid. He's like, look, there's Earth. Earth is right there. Okay, but what if this kid changes his mind in the future? What if he's not like, oh, humans are friends? What if he's like, oh man, I had a bad experience. Humans are the bad guys. Or he's like trying to impress a girl. He's like, yeah, bad humans are super bad. I'm gonna like really push myself to this extremism. But he's like, oh, I got a secret. I know where Earth is. And now the location of Earth is leaked out to the enemy. This is a problem. Okay. Gordon, you can't be doing this. You can't be telling the enemy where the Earth is. That's where we live.
Okay, besides the very interesting story about the kid trying to impress a girl, that makes him give up
plausible
the location of Earth. Yeah, it's an intel leak if it's true, because it's hard to believe that Earth happened to be by coincidence through that window. But if it is, what an intel spill! What are you doing?
What are you
got to
doing?
institute the Cole
Not
protocol right now, because this
Cole
is unbelievable.
Protocol,
This is
jump in some random direction. Don't let them chase you home.
Yep, because this is an existential threat. What are you doing giving out the intel to kids?
This little guy is a killer, but in the future, probably, maybe, come back and kill people.
Yeah.
So what is my prediction?
Even if he doesn't want to kill people, he could just casually tell people, and now they know.
Yeah, he's like hanging out with another kid who's inquisitive and friendly and kind. And maybe he's the cool kid, and this kid's like, oh, I want to be friends with the cool kid. Oh, I have some cool knowledge. I'm gonna show you this star. This star is here. That's Earth. And the other kid, the cool kid, like he's actually a bad kid. Well, I guess good for these people. He's bad to us. And he's like, oh, higher up commands, like that's where the humans are from. And now we're all dead. Because of this.
Because of this, yeah. Gordon, what are you doing? Just trying to be the cool uncle.
Don't make friends with kids. It's not your kid. Walk away. So the prediction. Prediction, season 4 comes back, and after a little hiatus that Orville's been going through, and they come back, and the Krill sided with the Kalon, and they're on Earth's doorstep because of this event.
I can see it.
See it.
Aren't these kids dangerous?
Why did you save the children?
They're kids with their whole lives ahead of them. They're not my enemies.
After what they saw you do today, they will be. They will be.
What makes them dangerous? They're just kids.
They just experienced the humans killing all the adults on their ship. They saw the terror and the murder of their adults. They're going to be radicalized. The humans are killers. And now these kids will be terrorists in the future, ready to kill humans at all points in time.
Okay, let me tell the same thing, but actually it's much worse than what you said. So these humans came in a sneaky way. They disguised themselves as one of us. They pretended to be one of our like holy bodies or whatever. They snuck into our ship, and they turned our own environmental systems to kill all of our adults. And the adults didn't just like die quietly. They like screamed in agony. And all these kids were witnesses to this. Like, I see what you're saying. Like these kids are going to be like, they're going to hate humans. They're going to hate humans after this.
Yep.
Terrorists.
And also, from Captain Mercer's perspective, instead of getting credit for saving the children and doing what he had to do, the woman in front of his face is even more of a believer after Ed Mercer shows some, mercy towards the children. So what's going through his head? My God.
That's right. So Ed Mercer says that he's going to spare the kids, he's going to send them back to the families, and she's like, even more, I hate the humans. So from Captain Ed's perspective, I mean, he's got to believe that saving the kids is not a good option. Like, right. Because he sends them home. They tell the adults of this experience, and the adults are, I mean, given this example, the adults have a high likelihood not to be like, oh, well, it's okay. The humans are kind. They gave us back our kids. Like, no, like the adults are going to be like, let's get revenge.
I think they need to consider not sending the kids back. Mistreat them. Don't mistreat them. But, like, don't send them back to tell their stories.
You don't mistreat them. You give them a little planet that suits their biology, and let's let them Lord of the Flies. Like, they do your thing.
Wow. Yeah, sure.
Right?
You could have some adult supervision. In fact, maybe that could be a win if you bring them into the Federation indoctrination camps, train them up on the Federation. It's not the Federation in Orville. The principles of the Federation. And then you have a couple of Krill on your side that could then become spokesmen, propaganda, spies, the whole thing.
No one's going to believe them. No. You were kidnapped from your families and raised with cool snacks. Like, oh, you've never experienced popcorn before. Well, here's popcorn. Like, yay, that's enough to flip me. Like, no way.
No, these are professional indoctrinators. They're not just throwing popcorn in their face and be like, you're on our side now.
That's a good point. Because like however many 100 years in the future this is set, like tech's got to be better. Like there's got to be advancements, not technology, like technical skills on how to indoctrinate people. It's got to be better.
Yeah. Also, if the Krill don't have snacks and you give them some popcorn, it might be a game changer.
That's like I did not know, but that this could be life.
I did not.
Look at this texture and this crunch and this buttery feel. Like, ooh.
You can eat between meals. This is incredible. Oh my God.
Like I've never had a snack. Like the concept of snack.
Yeah,
that's right. F these people. They don't have snacks.
They don't have snacks. Yeah, that's the worst crime here.
Right? They're already oppressing their kids and enacting cruelty upon them. Not letting them have popcorn. Let them have popcorn.
Unbelievable.
Why are we gatekeeping popcorn? Where are the kids right now?
There's no tissue damage and no signs of UV exposure.
Doctor, if you're through with your examination, I'll take her to the brig.
I'd like a moment alone with her.
Captain, I think I should stay.
It's fine.
Sketchy.
Where are the children?
Arrangements have been made to return them to their families on Krill.
And what about me?
I don't know.
Okay, so the kids are in prison or something, right?
You didn't answer. Right? So she's like, where are the children? He's like, arrangements have been made to send them back to their homeworld on Krill. You didn't answer. Like, where are the kids? They're in the brig. Where else would they be on the ship? Exactly.
Okay. Maybe they put them in quarters, but then it's locked. So they're confined to quarters, maybe. So they're not like in prison, but they're essentially in prison.
But they're in prison? They're in prison, but not in prison?
Well, I mean, there's like a jail cell with like the toilet, that's exposed and like a hard bed.
You think quarters don't have toilets and beds?
No, they have nice ones.
Also, if I had a prison with a toilet, like with like a heated bidet, and it's like played a little song like "Thank you for pooping," and like a bed, and it's like hard, but it's like good for your back, and have a nice blanket and a pillow, little ergonomic pillow. Be like, oh, okay, that's not a prison anymore. It's a quarter.
No, I'm saying it is a prison, but it's a luxury prison.
A luxury prison would be dope.
That's right. I mean, it's better when I think prison. I think austere. When I think confined to quarters, I think
normal home.
Normal home, where I work from home and never leave.
Until my superior tells me that it's okay to leave.
That's okay, yeah. In fact, the punishment is making me come into the office. So in a sense, it's an inverted prison.
That's right. Because as soon as those kids like leave the quarters, put on pants, look professional. Like I just want to chill at home.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Can have a private jack session whenever I want.
Jack. Oh, we'll do all day. Work from home.
All day. Work from home. Work it from home.
Cool. See you next time.
Yeah. See you next time.